Hello, everybody. As some of you who follow me on Twitter might have noticed, and for those who can see the person floating around behind me, I have announced another Kingslayer. But for the people who are watching this on Tree's channel, you might not know what that is. First of all, let me introduce myself. My name's Gar. Hello, Tree.
Hey, I'm Tree for people on Gar's channel.
Yeah, and if you don't know who Tree is, you're a bit of a fool, really. Let me just briefly tell the people who should know who he is. Tree is a fantastic redstoner, a fantastic survival Minecraft player. So fantastic, he's on a team called the Redstoners, which has some pretty famous people on there. Tree, Effie Disco, Etho, and Seth.
I mean, they're okay.
Yeah, they're pretty average.
Yeah.
Tree's clearly the best, which is why I have challenged him to an event I like to call Kingslayer.
Kingslayer.
Yeah, I'm a bit of a Game of Thrones nerd. And basically, in Kingslayer, I'll just explain it for Tree's subscribers. In Kingslayer, the challenge is this. Myself and Tree will form an army, a small King's Guard, if you will, of our most loyal subscribers. And we will detail how to apply for that a little bit later on. But let me just explain the rules first of all. So, basically the idea is we form a little King's Guard of between 6 and 8 people. That number will be decided after the application process. And we spawn on opposite sides of a relatively long and thin plain survival map that neither of us have ever played on before. We spawn at each other's sides with our King's Guard. We play with the ultra hardcore mod enabled, which basically means that you do not regenerate health from a full hunger bar. You will require golden apples or health potions to do that, and the recipes for those have been changed. The golden apple requires golden ingots to craft and not just golden nuggets, and the glistering melon requires a golden block. So overall it's a lot harder. It's once you die, you're out. So any of our Kingsguard, if you were to die, you would be instantly banned from the server. However, the only kill which would matter in terms of who will die, who will win, what team will win, will be either myself or Tree. So it's basically our Kingsguard's responsibility to protect us, if you will. And whilst I've been explaining the rules, Tree is clearly setting up some sort of redstone device that is much too complicated for my liking. And
it's useless, I think.
It's a pretty nice clock, but it's here to confuse me. So anyway, yeah, the only death that will result in victory for either team will be either me or Tree. And what other details have I got to go through? Oh yes, it will happen on Friday let me get this date right because I'm inevitably going to get it wrong. Friday the 27th of July, at a time to be fully decided, but basically we're aiming for. What did we say, Tree? Now I've completely forgotten.
About a week for us to get decisions for picking out people from video responses who fill out our application to our respective requirements.
Yeah, but what time did we say? I completely forgot. Because I'm in GMT and you're in EST.
Around 2 Eastern time.
That's right.
US.
That's right. 2 Eastern time US, which would be 7 p.m. for the people in London time. And I will post up details of that in the description just to absolutely confirm it. It's subject to a little bit of change, but nothing major. Maybe half an hour either way. But yeah, you make sure you've got to be available for that time for at least 2 hours at that time. The average sort of length of one of these games has been about an hour and a half, but just for your own sort of sake of mind, 2 hours is a good time to sort of be available for, isn't it really now? So Tree briefly mentioned it. The application processes will be sort of decided by ourselves. Have you got any ideas as to how you want to do it, Tree?
Like I told you, I was planning on either having my subscribers do one of Ethos 7 30-minute challenges and just provide some commentary. I'm pretty sure both of us are looking for mature, cooperative people to be on our teams. So
absolutely.
Yeah, and have Skype, I think, and just have a microphone, be able to communicate, and be willing to play on the team. and sacrifice yourself if I'm ever in danger. That's number one.
I'm going to ask my users to have Teamspeak, but that's a very simple download, and I can walk people through that. Oh yes, have Skype is another important thing because I will be trying to contact you through Skype if you win. And yeah, when it comes to on the day, I think it would be better to do it on Skype with each team. But you can do it on Teamspeak, but you can do it on Skype if you prefer. But I'd really rather do it on Teamspeak. What was I going to say? I think that's it. I think that's all the details. Let me just go back over it. Friday the 27th of July. After me and Tree's little conversation, we'll probably edit in both exactly how we want to do the entrance. You'll check the description for details. Friday the 27th of July. That's 2 p.m. EST for Tree's subscribers base. 7 p.m. for mine. And if you are in another time zone, just check the description.
For a time zone converter.
Yeah, exactly. And yeah, I look forward to bringing battle against all the fans that I know Tree has. I've been a subscriber of Tree for quite some time, so I would consider myself one of his fans. But now
Likewise.
but now I'm going to take him on. Now I'm going to show him that, he hasn't really learned diddly squat from Seth Bling or Etho or FV Disco.
You'll be surprised how much redstone can be used in this.
Oh, I'm scared. Alright guys, see you after the edit.
Bye.
Okay guys, so you've just seen me explain about the Kingslayer, and I'm going to tell you what I want for a video response. I've got some pretty strict stipulations for this because I know I'm going to get quite a few entries. So, what I'd like you to do is submit a video response to this video. The video response should be of the following. I want to see you generate a completely new world on a random seed, something, so you don't put in seed. And I want you to start off just like this, and I want you to mine and see how far you can get in 2 minutes. 2 minutes is all I'm giving you guys. And if any video is over length of 2 minutes, then I'm going to exclude it from the video, from the competition, okay? So, set up a little timer. Make sure that you know exactly how long 2 minutes is. I want you to commentate as you're doing it. Not that commentary is important. I'm not going to be putting you in basis on whether or not you're a good commentator, but I need to see whether or not your microphone quality is good enough, and if you sound mature enough, and all that sort of jazz. And another important thing to do is put your Skype. You need to have Skype so I can contact the winners. Put your Skype in the first line of the description. Okay, I'm going to say that again. In the first line of the description, so that I can quickly just catch it. Okay, so I'll just repeat myself again. No more than 2 minutes. I want you to see how far you can get. If you can get a diamond, if you can kill something, if you can do whatever you want. I don't want you to do strip mining because that's going to be boring. I want you to be sort of adventurous, entertaining, PvP, whatever that kind of, not PvP because it's going to be single player, against mobs, whatever. But it needs to be no longer than 2 minutes, and it needs to be a random world, so you kind of practiced on that world before. Okay, so 2 minutes. Skype in the first line of the description. Random seed, survival. Go show me what you got, guys. Look forward to teaming up with you again in another Kingslayer. Bye.